Hey everybody, day 19 of Ghouls across North America. We had 2 great days in St. John's, and we got to see a lot of the city, Cape Spear, and what's the name of the castle again?
Cabot Tower.
Cabot Tower, man, it's like a rook in real life. Now we are headed west for the first time in nearly 20 days. We are breaking up the drive back to Port-Aux-Basques because it's a long drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend the night in Grand Falls, Windsor, in Newfoundland, which is about halfway between here and Port-Aux-Basques. And then we're going to get up early tomorrow morning and drive 5 hours to Port-Aux-Basques and get on a boat again and get rocked back and forth, and then we will end up in Sydney again. So we'll be back on the boat tomorrow.
So slight excursion from St. John's. We had to come here, of course. I mean, hello.
Morning everybody, it's day 20 of Ghouls across North America, and we have checked out of our room at about 3:30 a.m. We're driving to Port-Aux-Basques to get on a ferry to head back to Sydney and head back to the main continent of North America. We have about a 5-hour drive and then another 6-hour boat ride, so it's going to be about an 11-hour traveling day. So it's a long day, but it's a good day, and I look forward to getting on a boat again and traveling via sea, but I will be glad to be on land again, and so we will see you back in Sydney. We're going to get plenty of footage on the boat, try and get some more stuff as we can.
And we just saw a moose too.
And we just saw a moose, and I'm keeping the camera handy just in case we see another one, but I don't want it to run into one. So
yes. And I'll tell you something, if you really want a quick jolt in the morning, forget coffee, man. Just be driving down a dark highway in Newfoundland and have a fucking moose wander across the street. That'll wake you up real quick.
Yes, it will.
Scared the crap out of me.
Yes, Joe's heart is still pounding, so we'll see you on the boat.
Okay, so this is Joe, and we are somewhere between Stephenville and Port-Aux-Basques, Newfoundland, and we have run out of gas.
Well, on our way to Port-Aux-Basques, we've run out of gas, and so Joe's walking towards the gas station. We're almost there. We're almost at the gas station. So Joe's walking the 6 kilometers to the gas station, and hopefully he'll be back soon with gas, and we can get to the gas station.
Google Maps has been good to us on this trip for the most part, but the robot lady just sent us on a bit of a wild goose chase for a gas station that didn't exist. So Alex is at the car back that way somewhere. I think I've been walking about a mile maybe. And supposedly there's a Esso station right up around the corner here, but I don't know. So I'm recording this because I'm hoping that I'll be able to laugh about it later. I'm actually not particularly upset about it. It's kind of funny. But anyways, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we were rescued by a very kind Newfoundland gentleman that came and picked me up after I walked 4 miles. I almost made it to the gas station. I got quite the hike in, but he hooked me up with some gas and we filled his gas tank for him. So I think we're gonna make the boat. Fingers crossed. I can see the ocean. So we're about 20 minutes outside of Port-Aux-Basques, so I think we're gonna be okay.
Goodbye, Newfoundland. I'll see you again sometime. And now we head out into open water, back to Nova Scotia. Hey, good morning everyone. Day 21 of Ghouls across North America. We are back on the mainland and we are headed towards Edmonton, back through New Brunswick. We are still in Nova Scotia, but we're going to start heading west. So I will try to get as much road footage. You're probably sick of seeing road footage by now, but seeing all this in person is absolutely beautiful. And seeing all of North America is just wonderful. To be able to see all this and experience all this has just been a great adventure, and we still have lots yet to come. You know, we still have to go through the rest of Canada. We're going to go into Quebec, and then we're going to come down through New York. So stick with us. We're still on our way through North America.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
So we're actually not going to Edmonton. We're going to Edmundston. Which is in New Brunswick. Edmonton's in Alberta, and we're not going through the rest of Canada, just the eastern parts. So if we were going through the rest of Canada, we'd be on a really, really long trip. So yeah, and right now we're looking for Tim Hortons. So
yeah, Tim Hortons is way better than Starbucks. I'll go on record saying that it's some of the best coffee I've ever had, and I can see why Canadians love it. So I stand corrected. We're going Edmundston.
Yeah, New Brunswick, yes.
New Brunswick, okay.
Right on the border with Madawaska, Maine.
Okay, there we go. Rolling.
So today's what, day 23?
22.
22?
I think 22.
It's either 22 or 23. I'm gonna have to look into it. But anyways, I trust you more than me. So we're in St. Basile, New Brunswick, right near the Quebec provincial line in Canada. We're on our way back to the good old US of A today. We're gonna head through Quebec and down into Vermont and then over to New York and then down and spend the night in probably Glens Falls, New York, which I'll get to more of that later. But beautiful chilly morning in northern New Brunswick, as you can see. Well, it doesn't really look chilly, but trust me, it is. There's no snow or fog or anything, but yeah, it's a little nippy out here, but I'm enjoying it. So it's our last Canadian stop before we cross back over. So Canada's been good to us, hey Alex?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a great time.
Except for Newfoundland.
Well, how was Newfoundland not good to us?
We ran out of gas in Newfoundland.
That wasn't Newfoundland's fault. That was our fault. Newfoundland was good to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
A Newfie picked us up.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we had a great time in St. John's.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's been a good time. So anyway, so yeah, we're headed back now. So let's do it. You know, we've driven through a lot of places on this trip, and we've already traveled thousands of miles. And sometimes you drive through towns and you're passing through and you see things that you think, hey, that looks pretty cool, or I wish we had time to stop to do this or do that or check this out or whatever. Quite by accident, we ended up in St. George, Lake St. George, I think. Let me look at my key here. Oh, Lake George, my bad. I'm a little road lagged. Lake George, New York. Because we couldn't find a room in Vermont, and we couldn't find anything in Glens Falls. And so we were like, well, there's a place in Lake George, New York, which I'd never actually really heard of. And then just arriving here, I've already I'm like, I wanted to give it a special mention because it's like, this town is so cool, man. Check out some of this stuff. Here's where we're staying. This whole town just screams nostalgia. There's an arcade down the street. There's Frankenstein's Wax Museum. There's a brewery down this way somewhere. There's like this whole arts district down this way that we just drove through. I want to see if I can get some more shots of Lake George before we leave tomorrow. But what a cool place. I really want to come back here sometime. There's Lopez. And the guy that runs the place is really cool too. I think his name is Jerry. So, and here's our hotel room in Lake George. Any place that puts up old lobby cards immediately rockets up like 10 notches on my list. It's kind of funny, they got like this Western theme here, and we're in New York, you know, upstate New York, but still. Yeah, very cool. And we got Roy Rogers over there.
It's like we have an amphitheater for a shower.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm really impressed with this town. It's speaking to me. I'm like, you know, as we're driving down that main road, I'm like, dude, this place looks awesome. You know, it's just...
It's got an arcade.
Yeah. What a neat place. I had to give it a special mention.
Rolling.
Okay, so day 23 off to Erie, Pennsylvania, and we're still in Lake George, and we're going to, you know, I definitely putting this place on my list to come back and visit sometime when I got time, because this place is great. So yeah, we'll get at least a little footage before we head out. But yeah, should be nothing but straight shots today. No more windy back roads and stuff like that. Although I will say that as we were meandering our way through Quebec trying to find the border, my natural instinct is to like get kind of pissed off and go, you know. But then I'm like, yeah, dude, look where you are. I mean, really, you know. Part of getting lost is kind of part of the adventure, so it was actually kind of fun, you know. But
the back roads in Vermont had some beautiful houses.
Yeah, all of that stuff. Yeah, it was gorgeous, you know. So it was a good experience, you know. It was a little frustrating at first, but it was good. So, but like nothing but interstate today, which is cool because it'll get us there quicker. So anyway, all right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.